Governor candidate, but we all know him as the best SSG produced in Africa. The most loyal, the most effective. Stephen Ijehere. That's what you can pronounce, madam. That's our commissioner for Agri. That man, the Agri revolution in the Edos State. We have Mr. Asue. He used to be a commissioner, the deputy director of our campaign. Iron Lady, this is something more. She's our commissioner for and she's the one trying to make sure that Edos State goes back to its beautiful state. Calm, composed, effective, loyal, hardworking, if you're going for high. PAMSEC, Edos State government, and I know her better as the executive secretary of Ighodalo. I know her better as that job. And then there's the guy that, he and the governor, they're always talking, always conversing, always communicating, and he and the governor decide what they want to tell us they're doing. Crusoe Osaki.
Articulate, strategic, and protected leader and candidate of the People's Democratic Party for Edos State, Dr. Asue Ighodalo. Please keep it coming, don't stop, put your hands together. For a man who decides to travel across the world to come and talk to you about the plan he has for Edos State. Thank you very much.
Well, I think it's critical that I, at this occasion, reintroduce my partner on this journey. I'm not talking about my partner on the life journey. I'm talking about my partner on the journey that we're starting by God's grace, formally on the 12th of November. But informally, actually he started the race earlier than I, and he conscripted me into the race. If I confess, and many people think that I was conscripted from other directions. It's not true. He conscripted me into the race. He spent a whole day conscripting me into this race. Before he and I spoke, I told everybody I am not running. That my life was okay, and we will talk about the people that will run. But after he spoke with me for 8 hours, I knew I didn't have a choice. So my partner on this journey is Arabian okay. I call him my boss, because technically he's my boss. But I'd like you all to please give him a standing ovation. Why I say so, and I'm saying this here in Manchester, I didn't say this anywhere else. Why I say so is because you seldom see somebody that puts state and people before himself. And that's what he did. He didn't need to have tried to encourage somebody else to do it. He could have done it himself. And we would have been in a lot more turmoil in those states and lack of understanding. He said, when he started with me, he said, my brother, we've done Edo South, we've done Edo North, we haven't done Edo Central for a long time, and I think the fair and equitable thing is Edo Central. And I want you to, and he could have done it himself. Other people chested out and tried to do it themselves. So please, that's what, please give him another round of applause. Because it's very few people that you see that put state before themselves. Thank you, please sit down.
Sir, I have not seen you for so long. Can I just thank you for when you were Commissioner for Diaspora Affairs? You know, you did a lot for us. You know, and you brought another man now. I hope they can exceed your achievements. This is what everybody wants to know. Bankole, turn the camera around. Let us see everybody. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Very good. We're here. We're early. We're getting in for the diaspora. Uyi, please come over. Let me talk. Have you seen this?
I've read through it.
Very nice.
Yeah, 29 pages of read through it.
Good, good. And what do you feel about this candidate?
I think he's the right man for the job, without a doubt. The reason I feel he's the right person for the job is when I looked at the manifesto, it covered all the areas that I was actually concerned about. Now,
sorry, you said all in order of priority. You know me, I'm here. I'm wearing my AI hat. I'm AI tonight.
Yeah,
now,
I hope you remain so.
In order of priority,
Yeah.
which part of the manifesto, you know, you went to first and said, that's it. I won't talk about it anymore because it's taken care of it.
Well, mainly around the agricultural sector. Edo was once known for its agricultural strength economically. From cash crops like cocoa, palm kernel, as I did mention earlier.
Yeah.
Those cash crops are the global market size.
Yes.
Yeah, the global market size of those individual cash crops that I mentioned just now are valued at nearly 75 billion. You have some like palm kernels valued at 75 billion. You have the cocoa industry, I think it's about 60 billion. Now, those industries, I mean, those products, those agricultural products, were once driven by was once what the backbone of the Benin Kingdom back then.
So you're happy that somebody's.
Yes, and the other side to the story is that there's a potential growth over the next couple of years. Each of those years, these produces that I mentioned will grow an average of 7%. So they're already on target on that front. Obaseki has already started the ball rolling. It's all about continuity at the moment.
Let me quickly take you one last question, so somebody else is waiting.
Yes.
In terms of diaspora,
Yeah.
how much involvement do you want from this government in diaspora? Do you feel diaspora long overdue to play a part in Edo State's renaissance?
Yeah, long overdue. They're already playing a part. The only thing is that the part they're playing is not cohesive. The part they're playing is bringing in money into the States
Yes.
by virtue of foreign exchange. But that foreign exchange has to be somewhat planned properly or brought in-house to create investment. Because at the moment, what's happening is the money's coming in, people are spending it on different things like cars and all that. But if you add all that money together, it's money that can change Edo's economy.
Thank you. I'm going to call some of the government officials. They will answer that question.
Yes, no problem.
Thank you very much.
right,
Thank you. Okay, Bankole, what has impressed you most about tonight?
First of all, his humility, because he seemed Asue Ighodalo is a very focused person. I've read through the manifesto and I had a question. And before we got to the question and answer session, when he talked about carbon credit on how to harness our forest reserves, the value chain of our forest, to start tapping into the carbon credit sector, which is a $16 trillion industry, which will be a $16 trillion industry by 2050. And that's like stockpiling reserves for the future. And he's thinking about it now.
Good.
That's foresight. I really like that.
Good. Let me add another question. Was there anything you left, is there any concern in your mind based on what they said or the way they answered anything tonight?
No, I think the thing about it was more about him hinging his plans on how I'm going to do it. That's where he got me, because he was more concerned about I want to do A, B, C, and this is how I'm going to do it. He's not just talking about building infrastructures or building systems. He's also thinking about how to get equity funding, how to get funding from private sector, from outside to come in. And he's wanting to see, and he's telling everyone to say, give us 1 year and we'll come back and you promise, and we have a contract right now, and he's standing and telling us in 1 year we're going to come back and show you our report sheet, and if we get it right, you guys are promising to come in and invest. And I'm saying a perfect deal.
Great.
A perfect deal.
Great. Now, the rest candidates have not come to Diaspora yet, but do you foresee response from the Diaspora being greater than the one you were seeing today?
Well, we're waiting to see the rest, guys. We hope they come, because now we have a benchmark to judge them with. I just hope they have enough to surpass this. But if they can't, too bad.
He promised Osaronio and myself is that we're moving Edo State from where it is today into a first world state, period. That's what we promised. That is our social contract with the people of Edo State. And I want us to start with that. I thank everybody for coming, and I apologize that we're starting late. Guys left me stranded at the hotel for a while, I don't know why. But that's not a good reason. I could have jumped into a taxi, but they kept saying they're coming, they're coming, they're coming. So I sincerely apologize. And that is not how we're going to run our government. We're going to run our government on time.
I'm with the ex-commissioner for Diaspora Affairs, Osazero. Good to see you,
Your
sir.
friend and the deputy.
And I was here with the SSG, some commissioners and some people, but Osaze never let you forget anybody. I'm just happy to see you. Okay, all right. Osaze, you were here like this, 2020. Me and you, 2019, you came with Godwin Obaseki.
Yes, that's correct.
What is different about this new man?
Wow.
Come on.
Wow.
A lot of people are here. I can tell a lot more people are here than I had in 2019. So what is different about
No,
this?
well, Les, I'm glad that we're here, and I want to thank you for, for always promoting Edo. Edo Connect, what you've done for the state. All the people that values you, that knows what you're doing, and knows that Edo appreciates you and all that. So I'm glad to be here with by the special grace of God, incoming governor of Edo State, Dr. Asue Ighodalo, and Barrister Osaronio Esquire, who is the deputy governor candidate, the director general of this campaign.
There's somebody I've given it to
management.
somebody to also follow the
Deputy Director General of the campaign, Honorable Matthew Ido-Oyekeme is here. You have the Commissioner for Physical Planning, Isokeomo. You have the Commissioner for Agric and Food Security, Honorable Stevie Denre. You have the Permanent Secretary of Ministry of Local Government.
Yeah,
she's here, and of course, other dignitaries.
A lot of government officials are here.
Yeah, because we are here following a man, and who has unveiled his manifesto for Edo State, pathway to prosperity for all. Dr. Asue Ighodalo is the PDP candidate for Edo State come September 21st, 2024.
I wrote that down, but now you're saying because this is 8 years, he's not in yet. The reason why the Diaspora didn't get much was because Godwin Obaseki was 3 years left in his tenure. Do you think we'll get it?
No, I didn't say 3 years left. In 2019 when we came, it was 3 years into his
tenure, yes.
Then 2020, because of the good work and people in Diaspora and you guys, he was re-elected to complete his 8 years tenure. Yes. And he has done a lot. We can't rule that fact. Then Asue Ighodalo, I know you want to talk more about him.
Yes.
Dr. Asue Ighodalo has been part of the government right from Oshomole's time. He was a member of the economy team, while Godwin Obaseki was chairman of the economy team in Oshomole's tenure. And now he became the chairman of the Alao Daro Summit. Part of chairman of the economy team as well of Godwin Obaseki. And all the progress, all the achievement, all the progression that Obaseki has done, he's been part of it. So now it's time for him to run as the governor. So he's going to do well.
I agree with you.
And he's there, and he has a candidate, deputy governorship candidate, Barrister Osaronio, who has been commissioner for works, chief of staff, and SSG.
He's been in the system.
So he understands the system, and he's a grand, a grassroots politician.
But let me ask you something. You mean because we're now here before Asue is governor, we the members of the Diaspora, we can be sure we are on from the inception?
The reason why Asue Ighodalo is here today is because he value and appreciate Edos in Diaspora.
Okay.
Because some people will tell you, let politics is local. The people in diaspora don't vote.
Yes.
But he knows that you people control the economy of that state. Like you said just now, over $24 billion come to Nigeria from our people in the diaspora. And I can tell you categorically that 60 or 70% of that 24 billion is from Edos State, without missing a word.
I have to say, I'm wearing my AI cap, and I need everything to be done. Let me hold this with we're early this time, so AI cannot say.
So he made a promise. He knows the value of Edo's diaspora. He has promised to continue the good work of Governor Obaseki. He has talked about the Edo Diaspora Commission. We've had private conversation about that as former commissioner for diaspora affairs, and publicly as a disclosure that he's going to sit down, look at the laws, involve those in diaspora. The basic thing, if you look at his manifesto, security is key. Because once the home is secure, people want to come back home. Create an enabling environment for private and foreign investors to come and invest. And for Edo, because it's so we are
Organizer of this event, what do you have to say about the turnout?
Wonderful, great. We have been able to co-op smaller organizations, and next time around it will be a lot better, a lot bigger. We are so grateful having Ighodalo here, coming to talk to diasporas, recognizing the diaspora input. For me, I think that's wonderful.
Sorry.
Okay. Musa, what message would you like to send to members of the diaspora who are thinking that, okay, we've had 8 years of Obaseki, we want to try something else, or maybe they're thinking about it? What is your message as a
The
member?
message is that Ighodalo will get ticket is totally different from Obaseki Shaibu ticket. We are on ground to tell the story. We think this is a new dawn, new era. I will say judge people on their own terms, not look alike. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, for the diaspora, it matters to us very much in Edo 2024, our involvement. With what Asue Ighodalo has said tonight, how sure are you that we will have more to play in the future administration?
100%. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. As we keep his promise, everything will be fine.
I'm Stephen Ide-Henry, the Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security in Edo State.
Okay, Stephen, what is your message for the diaspora? It's a very lovely day.
Well, quite frankly, this is my position. For the first time, we have a governorship candidate running. It's okay, running. We have a governorship candidate running. Presidential candidate running for governorship candidate. For governor for Edo State. So what that means is that we cannot have a better deal than what we have today. So that means that if we want to move Edo to a prosperous subnational, this is the man we must stand by and work with.
Thank you. Sir, there are 3 parties on this vying for governorship position in Edo State. What is your message to the undecided voters to say?
This is the truth. I've been around this corridor of power for a while. The other 3 and the other 2 candidates, I would have loved to use the word that they are jesters, because the other one who the Labour Party believe in equity and fairness cannot say he's aspiring from where the governorship and the governor today is from. That's for the Labour Party. For the other one who used to be a panabita, you can be a panabita and become a president tomorrow, but you must have the mental capacity to lead the people, which I think he does not have.
How happy are you at the turnout tonight? How happy are you?
Beautiful. This clearly shows that the Edo diaspora are fully in support of the transformation that is going on in Edo State.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Asue Ighodalo is a very sellable candidate. And you can see, and he picked the right deputy governor, Barrister Sadian Oge. Sadian Oge has been with Shomole, has worked with Shomole as Commissioner for Works. If you see the project in Edo State today, all done by Barrister Sadian Oge. And I believe that if the 2 of them are be elected into Edo State government house, the both of them will work very well. I believe in Sergeant Ogi 100%. I also believe on Barrister Asue Ighodalo because the both of them are sound academically and so well educated.
Thank you.
Our forebears built one of Africa's greatest civilizations. The works of their hands provide sufficient evidence of their advanced knowledge in engineering, organization, arts, culture, trade, and military strength. A strength that fortified our kingdom for generations. Our heritage is profound. This is who we are as Edo people. A people of many of you here started out as students. And in class, you dusted the people that you're in class with here. So if you guys were ahead in class, many of them were behind you. Now, isn't it a conflict in terms that you are academically sounder than people who run better countries than you? There's something wrong somewhere. You come first, come second, come third day, I'm drinking tea.
Yeah, I like this. I like the whole this. Ustaze, in 2019, we didn't have this. But also from the diaspora, we didn't enjoy much from that governor. What can we expect
in 2019?
Yes.
Governor Obaseki was already 3 years in office, so he didn't need a manifesto.
Oh, good.
But you cannot rule out the fact that Governor Obaseki did a lot.
Yes.
I do in terms of infrastructural development and institutional reforms. And if you have a copy, you can give a copy of part of some of the project that he has done. You know, and this, like you said, is going to continue from all the good work that Governor Obaseki has done and trickle the ones that he didn't do properly and continue from there. Government is continuous.